Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's vlog is going to be my first through third week of graduate school in my mental health counseling program slash school counseling. So I'm going to take you guys with me to some of my classes and just vlogging throughout the week to show you guys what's going on in my life in regards to school. And I'm transitioning from teaching to counseling. And so this semester, for those of you who've watched some of my teacher vlogs, I'm not teaching at all. Matter of fact, this entire school year, I'm tired. No, for real though. This program is very extensive. It requires a lot of time off. So there's no point of me being able to juggle both. There's no point of me doing it. I'm not going to be able to. I tried to merge that sentence together, but yeah. It's actually kind of crazy, like my schedules, because I have a lot of stuff here, a lot of like clothing hauls and stuff. I'm working with a lot more brands. So yeah, it's kind of hectic trying to balance my business and then YouTube content and, different brand deals, and then school, and then working part-time. So yeah, that's a lot. But I don't know if I told you guys this, pretty much watch my life update to see what all is going on. I had to sit down with you guys and I talked about like moving soon, looking for a house, and all of that jazz. So check that video out if you're interested in knowing the full scoop. Like, I know y'all see these bags right here. Like, they're present. These few weeks have been kicking my tail, okay? So I'm also going to do like some random errands and go to ULTA and things like that. So I'll take you guys along with me. If you guys are interested, then keep watching.
And not everyone had equal access to the information that the school counselor was giving. And really my entire life, I really enjoyed connecting people to resources. So that's kind of where it came from. And just like any student, I dabbled in, maybe I'll do international business, or maybe I'll do this. But I ended up ultimately getting my degree in elementary education, and I taught for several years, and then at that time you had to teach for 2 years, and then became a high school.
My undergrad was in psychology, so it was pretty broad. I had no idea really what I wanted to do until I kind of started working with high school kids.
If a little boy cries, the first thing someone is quick to say is what?
Don't be a
Don't
punk.
cry.
Grab it strong, suck it up.
Yeah, suck it up. Don't cry. But if a little girl cries, we're, oh, my little baby. And we as a society have to understand that we're setting our kids up for really a tough road when it comes to understanding appropriate emotional expression. Feeling anger is not the issue. That's okay. It's how we express that anger.
Girl, he finna go get some black girl wearing a crop top. I just heard it on a little thing. He said she's videotaping employees. I said, girl, not you clowning in these streets in Clayton with a crop top on, girl. And you black? See, he probably finna mess around and shoot that girl. Oh, I wish I had her Instagram and say, run, girl, they coming for you, girl. That's just crazy, y'all. The stuff that I go through on a daily basis. I'm just trying to go to Popeyes. A chick just wants some chicken. No, so let me tell you all. I had already seen the sheriff that was the Clayton police officer that was in front, right? So I'm sitting on the side of a black, clearly that car was unmarked, that Jeep. So I heard a little talking, so I'm like, okay, maybe some female is in his car sound system or whatever. So I look and I heard her say suspect or something. I said, oh, that's a cop. Girl, I'm sitting here with no seatbelt on, so I politely slid that mug on. And then I heard him talk about the black female suspect. Now she's videotaping employees. I'm hoping well, first of all, there is no Popeyes in Clayton. And so I don't know where she is, but she clowning and she about to go to jail, girl.
Younger, yeah, but I'm just saying.
So these are the colors. I tried not Tonka. I started at truffle. So this is truffle right here at the top. And then this is clove, which is warm. And then mocha. And then this last one is coconut. Like, it looks like the first one, truffle, is gonna be my color maybe. Because I've tried espresso before and I didn't like it. Sienna was ugly. They're both neutral, as you can see. So these two are warm. And the others are just too light. They're just too light. So I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna swatch the truffle one. Okay. Let's look in the light. Like, let's see. I don't know. It's kind of like the Pat McGrath. It's like a half shade off. I like it though. It's definitely full coverage. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with truffle. My little book bag from Five Below. They had other colors, like I think they had burgundy in the leather or pleather. But I chose this one because it's easier. It looks better with my outfits, and especially traveling, it looks better, like more grown up or whatever. This is my planning for like videos and content, stuff like that. Binder that I have to get together. I actually have another one, but I said I might just keep this one. And this is gonna be some of the syllabus stuff. Well, not syllabus, but some of the basic stuff that I need to keep in this one. And then the syllabus and stuff to go in this one. And so I need to do 1, 2, well, I guess I can do 3, 4. So double-sided, I'll put 2 in 1. So front side of this one, back side of that one, and then this one. And then my notes. So I need to print off some new notes. This is for my master's, and this is for my other master's program, family therapy. So I'm just keeping that in there because that stuff is the same pretty much for counseling, being a competent therapist. All of that's the same, to be honest. So, okay, so I'm down here, right, at the computer, and tell me why they won't let me print, right? The book is basically cock blocking, and they won't let me highlight or do anything, basically to not steal the book. But what I need to do is print the pages. I've already purchased the digital book. So what I'm gonna do is go back upstairs, use my MacBook. I'm going to screenshot the pages and then email them to myself down here and then print them off. Finesse 101, okay?
I don't know about you, but when I'm like feeling bummed out, or a few years ago I lost my dad, I had to make myself work out because I didn't feel like doing it, that's for sure. But I knew mentally that's what I needed. I knew that I needed the social connection of the gym I go to, things like that. When your emotions are suffering, the rest of your body suffers too. The rest of your mind suffers. Your creativity can suffer, etc. So it's all intertwined and interconnected, and that's for us and our clients. Physical wellness, the book talks a lot about nutrition, making healthy choices, physical activity. So what works for you? Who wants to share one thing that works for them with physical wellness? Eating well, obviously, is linked to mental clarity, energy, and being effective. Nutrition and exercise, there's more and more research also on how it's connected to our emotional status. Weight gain, emotional disruptibility, burnout were all things that were listed in the book.
Weight loss.
Everybody responds different to stress. Some people get sick when they're stressed. I know I used to get, my tonsils would get really bad when I was stressed, and I'd get strep throat a lot. not so much anymore, but there's different body responses to stress. Sometimes counselors think that they can't be vulnerable for those same reasons, that they have it all together. And then a lot of times we just go through the motions of life without stopping to evaluate what's really going on within us.
Just having the conversations, because sometimes you find that they just don't believe in themselves, that they can do some of the things they want to do, or no one sat down and talked to them about it. So love the curriculum at the high school. The social emotional part, I push into health a lot. So, I don't know how familiar you guys are with our curriculum yet, but there's three components of academic and social emotional and career. And the social emotional is very, very difficult. So my English department, again, they're reading some books that have that social emotional stuff in them, and have really helped me out in that sense. And then they just refer to me all the time if a student has issues while they're reading one of the books. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the book Unwind. That's one of them that they're reading, and it does talk a lot about mental health in there. And they, my English teachers are comfortable talking about that kind of stuff. I'm always learning from my students. They are living a whole different world than I lived. And I tell them I'm not that old, like I don't feel like I graduated high school that long ago, and they live in a completely different world. That social media stuff that I don't want to be a part of that world. I don't want to see what they're posting. That's their business, but that's where they're reaching out for help. I'm finding where they're making the posts. So one of the first things I do every year is I tell my kids, when you see those posts, you tell me right away, because I'm not there. I can't see it. Teachers are not there. They don't see it. And so that's their cry for help sometimes. And just really keeping me on my toes with all of the new issues that come up every year. And something I've gotten more comfortable with working with this age group, because you go in and you want to be the expert. You want them to look at you like you know what you're doing. You're here to help. And when it's new stuff like that, I ask questions. Tell me more about this. How does this work? What does this look like? And I've found that they appreciate that so much, because you're wanting to understand them and what they're going through and things like that. So they would rather you ask questions than pretend like you know what you're doing and you don't. And then they feel that, they see that it's insincere, and you just kind of lose them. It takes a little bit to build that relationship back up. That's something that was hard for me at first, because I wanted to be that person for him.
So I'm back, and that wraps up this vlog. This week was kind of hectic because I actually missed week 1, which I didn't say in the vlog, but yeah, I missed it. I was occupied, okay? But yeah, so next week is where I do counseling observations, and it's kind of like hands-on work, almost like internships already. And so it gets turned up next week. I'm gonna give you a spoiler. I did horrible on one of my midterms, and so yeah, you're gonna have to go check out that video. Basically, this week was about reflection though, and that's what kind of triggered a lot of like unhappiness in me, because you have to introspect everything within yourself that may not be right, so that you can be a whole healthy person for counseling. So it's like, wow, it just kind of made me think about old things that kind of bother me and things like that. So I do appreciate the class though. I appreciate the modules and everything that we had to do, even the assignments, because especially the wellness model, all of us need to have a great wellness model, like spiritually, emotionally, financially, professionally, occupationally, like every kind of league. Like we have to have that on point if we're going to be professionals or in a career working. So yeah. I think in my ethics class, my teacher kind of trolled me. I really feel like she trolled me, because she keeps like bringing up these homosexual cases, and I'm like, that's such a sensitive topic in the country right now, dealing with schools and stuff. Like, it's just a lot. The trans issue, it's a mess with this whole Malik Yoba situation. I just sit there in class and I'm just like, whatever, because once I get my license and my degree, I'm going to have a disclaimer. Listen, I can't help you with these kinds of issues because I'm straight. I'm hetero. I don't know what it's like to be in a relationship with a girl. I can't coach you on that because I am hetero. You know, I would love to help someone or anyone with their own personal issues, which is different than relationship issues. So I don't understand why people are getting fired and all of that when people understand that some people are Christian, some people have their own set of values, and that just is what it is. You can't just make everybody get down with the alphabet crew. Like, you know, that's not right. That's really not right. So anyway, those are the challenges of grad school and counseling, careers in general that you have to face, even in the business world or wherever. So yeah, that's basically it. So make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you like this type of content. Comment below if you guys want to see more videos or if you're in school or have any tips on school. And I think that's it.